Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and today we're going to be taking a look at another batch of incredibly cool custom Masters of the Universe Classics heads by the very talented Kevin Kosse. In the past, I have taken a look at several of the amazing custom heads that Kevin has made to fit onto the Masters of the Universe Classics bodies. One of the things that makes that line so great is the customization with them, since they all have removable heads. And Kevin has another batch of really fun heads, so let's just dive right on in and take a look at them. Let's go ahead and start off by taking a look at a set of heads where you can tell that Kevin was really having some fun. There's some very creative and unique heads right here in this first batch. Let's go ahead and start with this guy right here. This is a Cyclops Head. Very cool looking head sculpt, and that's one of the things you're going to notice throughout all of these heads. If you've never seen any of my videos on Kevin's custom heads before, they all feature amazing sculpts with fantastic paint jobs that makes these things look incredibly professional, as if they came straight out of a factory. But they're not. They're handmade, and that's what makes them so incredible. So you can see the Cyclops head here's got a great paint job. It's got that nice bright green color, so he's going to fit perfectly on your Demo Man body. And that's one thing that's great too. Kevin does a good job of matching up the colors of these heads to some pre-existing bodies, so that way if you don't want to do a lot of customization, you don't have to. You can easily just pop the head on there, and you've got yourself a cool, unique new character. Hey, Kevin even went as far as to make an accessory for the Cyclops in the form of this awesome club with the spikes on it. Again, great paintwork with all the great wood lines in there, great sculpt on this, fits right into the hand of the Demo Man body, and we've got ourselves a neon green Cyclops character. Very, very cool. Now, since the Masters of the Universe Classics heads pop right off the ball joints, it's very easy to fit these right over there. They're drumbled out so that they're kind of loose fitting on the ball joints, but Kevin always includes a little piece of sticky tack on the inside, so that way it's still easy to set it on the head, it won't fall off, and it's very easy to swap them out. So let's jump over to this next one, which is very cool. Definitely a favorite of mine. This is the Felinor head, which pays homage to the Fuerza T-line. Now, if you're familiar with the Fuerza T-line, it was basically this not official line from Mattel, but it utilized these old Masters of the Universe bodies, and Felinor here was essentially a repainted merman that had some parts on there from Skeletor and such. So this here is Kevin's take on the Felinor head. Definitely has a bit more of a cat look to it. It's also painted in a brown color. I believe the actual vintage style of a Felinor head or figure itself was more of a darker red color, but this works really great with figure bodies such as Chief Carnivus. So you can pop this on there, and if you want to get real crazy with the kit bashing, you can mix and match some other parts, maybe repaint some Skeletor armor and stuff like that, and you can get yourself a Masters of the Universe Classics Felinor, which is very cool. Alright, this is where Kevin really starts to have fun. These next few heads are just wacky, but awesome. If you ever wanted to see the Grinch in your Masters of the Universe lineup, well, you can now with this awesome, ferocious looking Grinch head. Look at the sculpt on this thing. It's fantastic. It's got that Grinch snarl going on there. Big, bushy green eyebrows. I popped it on the Moss Man body here, and as you can see, that's pretty fun. Hey, man, you can really start to dress this guy up, too. I mean, it would make a great Christmas display on your shelf, right? Get him in a little Santa Claus outfit. You can have this really beefed up Grinch ready to steal Christmas from Eternia. And right along those lines of having fun, Kevin made a Masters of the Universe Classics Alf. That's right, Alf, our favorite Melmac Ian. This one is fun. You can definitely tell he was having some fun with that Snake Mountain Man head that he created, because it does have a bit of the Snake Mountain look to it there, but it's amazing how much that actually looks like Alf, and it's got a great paint job on there, but he made him very evil looking, so this is quite the Alf that you do not want to be messing with. Again, works great on that Chief Carnivus body there, so you got yourself a nice hulked up Alf. Definitely a character that you're going to want to hide from all of the cat people on Eternia, am I right? And then last but not least on these wacky head sculpts, we've got this awesome bear head. Really a great design. Once again, awesome sculpt. He's got this great little snarl on his face. And the reason his mouth is kind of shaped like that with his teeth is because he also comes with a little cigar that you can put in his mouth. Again, weird cigar-smoking bear character on Eternia, but why not? It's just Kevin having some fun. You can pop this right there on that Chief Carnivus body, and he even made a cool little extra hand with a cigar sculpted into it, so if you really want to start getting into some customizing and pop the hands out, you can always put that in there too, but man, that makes for a fun-looking character, right? Alright, so now let's get to some of the really cool heads that are among my favorite that Kevin has done in this batch. And that is the batch of Eternian skulls. That's right, he made a batch of heads that are skulls of many of the familiar faces on Eternia. Creepy, horrific, and totally cool. Check these out. So among the different skull head sculpts he created, we've got ourselves a humanoid head, we've got a humanoid skull without the lower jaw, and then we start getting into some other familiar heads there. Look at this, we've got a clawful head, definitely more based on the 2000X style clawful, but very cool looking nonetheless. We've got an Arachnid head, great for somebody like Webstore. We've got a Snake Man head. We've got this bird-like head, maybe an avian. Definitely has a beak on the front, though, there. Got this awesome mohawked skull head. We got a skull head that definitely looks like it fits in with somebody from Merman's race. And along those lines, one of my favorites is the Merman skull. How amazing does this one look? And of course, we've got ourselves the Hordak Skull, which is another one of my favorites. So fantastic and so creepy looking. The paintwork on these is fantastic with a great bone white paint job, lots of shading and great details on there, all this amazing bone line work that's painted in. They just look so creepy and eerie, and it's a great idea for a set of heads. You can pop these on any of those bodies there and kind of create yourself dead versions of the characters if you want. Maybe these could litter your Eternia scene as fallen warriors, or you can even create yourself an undead army of Masters characters. So many cool possibilities with these, and like I said, it's just a really fun and original idea. These are some of the coolest heads that I think Kevin has done so far, so I definitely give him props for the creative nature behind these. So there you go, my friends. There's a look at the latest batch of custom Masters of the Universe Classics heads from Kevin Kosse. If you are into the idea of maybe making some custom characters for yourself or just doing some part swaps and just really kind of fleshing out your Eternian world, then I would definitely recommend checking Kevin's work out. You can find him on his official MOTU Heads Facebook page by searching for that right there on Facebook, and I will also be sure to link to it in this video's description. Until next time.